the final heat before the grand final, and there's a couple of spinners coming your way. Let's see what we can do today in Heat D. Welcome to Heat D of Robot Wars, and let's meet the robots. Legion, multiple weapon bot. BASH-AXEBOT. Spirit of Freak, vertical spinner. Eric, lifter. Rambot-PUSHER. LITTLEFLIPPER-FLIPPER. Terrible multiple weapon bot. CADET-AXEBOT. So let's have a look at how they all meet up then. So Spirit of Freak versus Cadet. Well, we saw a little preview of that. That could be epic. Eric versus Terrible multi-weapon bot. Well, that could be interesting too. Little Flipper versus Legion. The flippers will fly in a flipping frenzy. And Bash versus Rambot. I'm looking forward to that one. These are the last robots to be getting the chance to go through to our grand final. So comment down below who you think is going to go through to that grand final. And hopefully we will have an absolute metal munching heat. Roboteers, stand by. Interesting battle this one. Good to see a spinner taking on an AXEBOT again. It's been a bit of a classic Robot Wars series so far. 3, 2, 1, activate. Interesting matchup here, coming forward very slowly here, and look at this, there's a slam, bang, and off comes a panel straight away. That was certainly unexpected, damage done early on. Spirit of Freak seems to be having a few driving issues. I'm not sure what's going on there, but Cadet, is it already dead? I think the mini-bot's gone. I think that's the end of that. I don't know what on earth is going on here. They're just sort of stuck, and now they're moving towards each other. A slam towards the arena sidewall, and a slam again. And now coming in on the back, oh, and flipping them up. A piece has come off. They're back on their wheels. Can they get away? Cadet, oh, flipped over, and now in bits and pieces, and that's surely got to be the end. Look at that, bang. Nothing much left of it now. That's a real shame for the team. Spinner stopped working now, but coming in for another shove, and bits and pieces still flying off. Spirit of Freak surely now going through. Can they do anything to self-right? I think they're dead in the corner. Great stuff there from Spirit of Freak. Cease. Roboteers, stand by. Eric. Certainly interesting design, and obviously, well, terrible. 3, 2, 1, activate. Terrible, the multi-weapon bot with big exposed wheels, tries to get an AXEBOT in early on. That didn't work out too well for them, did it? Now coming in on the side-on attack, and a good flip there on Eric. Eric can be turned turtle. Does have a Shremek, though, a self-righting mechanism. And it doesn't interfere with that other weapon as well, the front pincers. So coming now away, got away from that side wall. Good shove here from Eric, and a little flip there from that low pressure flipper on the front, designed to try and just turn and flip over a very panic attack. Oh God, can't get the words out. Panic attack-esque design with that weapon. Terrible self-rights, and the axe has come off. Terrible has lost its axe. And what can they do now? They're in all sorts of trouble, trying to come in on the attack, trying to do some damage. In comes that flipper, the lifter now. Gets involved and nearly turned Terrible up and over. Coming out of that corner, Terrible sort of just trying to do some damage, and now in underneath and flipped onto their backs. Now they can't self-right without that weapon, I wouldn't have thought. Can they? They're trying to get out of that corner. They're in all sorts of trouble, and Eric now really on top here. Back on its wheels. Oh, but drives into the pit, and Eric goes through. Goodness me, what a match. Roboteers, stand by. Well, Legion looks like a good robot to me, doesn't it? And Little Flipper, very similar to Super Slammer, who we saw earlier on in the series. 3, 2, 1, activate. They're both coming forward, and there's a great couple of flips there from Legion coming in on the attack very, very early on. That's what we wanted to see. Legion doing damage. And down comes that big axe. Plenty of weaponry to help them self-right and get back on their wheels here. Push towards that arena sidewall. Can they now be flipped up and over? Little Flipper hasn't really had much defense in this fight. Needs to try and get round the side and maybe do some damage that way. But they just don't seem to be able to get their weapon in underneath Legion with a very low ground clearance. Legion now coming round the side, pushing Little Flipper, and it's a bit nip and tuck and push towards the arena sidewall. Oh, I thought we were going to see an out of the arena, to be honest with you, already in this fight. Good shove there into the corner from Little Flipper, who's turned over and something's come off there. What's happened there? Little Flipper turned up and over, and part of the top of the flipper has come off. And that is key to their self-righting. Little Flipper now stuck on its back. I don't think there's a way back into this one, is there? Legion piling on the pressure. And I think Little Flipper are done here. What a shame for them. They've done so well so far to push him into the corner. And I think that's it. Little Flipper's out. Cease. Rabbiteers, stand by. Rambot looks very interesting, doesn't it? And, well, what can you say about Bash? 3, 2, 1, activate. Bash been compared to Duck in the past, and that's a great flip early on from Bash, turning them turtle and onto the sidewall. Rambot did kind of feel like a B-side track almost on a rubbish album. They said that themselves. They knocked it up, knocked it together to try and get it to work for the heat. Has got some incredible pushing power, but we're not going to see it if they are stuck in that corner for much longer. Can they get in underneath Bash? That's better. Getting round the side of Bash. Doing some damage there. Pushing them towards the arena sidewall. And in underneath Bash. Has Bash stopped? Oh, it's on its side. Bash now. In real trouble. This is a certain... Oh, I was going to say a certain turnaround. All of a sudden, another flip into the corner. And again, Bash doing all the work now. Again, they shouldn't have let Bash out and back onto their wheels. Oh, near the pit. Oh, dear. Great action here early on. This is the sort of battle we wanted to see. Can they get the flipper in? Yes, they can. Oh, and the floor flipper for the first time in this series. It's taken us to the 4th heat to get the floor flipper into play. Great stuff. Well, it's a bit of a dead end at the minute. I can't see either way how we're going to get to win. We could call on the judges for the first time this series. They haven't been brought into play at all so far. Oh, and down in the pit goes Rambot. What a shame. Bash managing to win it in the end. Cease. Rabbiteers, stand by. So Spirit of Freak certainly looks to be the powerful spinner that we were looking for in this heat. But Eric, very good in its first battle as well. 3, 2, 1, activate. That spinner, oh, took a second there to fire up, but Eric coming in on the attack and the spinner's not working again. Good slam into the arena sidewall, and something's come off the back of Eric. That back wedge has gone. Bit of a slam there again and again. And all of a sudden it's Spirit of Freak trying to just sort of get involved. Oh, hang on a minute. Eric has flipped Spirit of Freak onto its back. They cannot self-right. It's got no Shremek. That is going to be the end unless they flip them back onto their wheels. The spinner is spinning. Oh, it's come to a halt there, but they're stuck on the arena sidewall. And I think, Eric, what an upset this is going to be. It's going to go through to the next round. Unbelievable stuff. Well done, Eric. Great stuff. Cease. Rabbiteers, stand by. Well, so the last fight then before the grand final. This is what we wanted to see. Can Bash pull up an upset here? 3, 2, 1, activate. Interesting battle. The flipper against, well, a flipper as well, but they put on that other attachment to try and help them get through this fight. Stuck on their backs. Bash comes back round trying to get in on the attack here. This is good stuff. Quick action from Bash. Comes in on the attack again. Now, can they get in underneath? Yes, they have, and turns. Bash on its back. Oh, nearly out of the arena. Oh, and again, they're so close to that arena sidewall, using the arm there to self-right and come back into this fight. That's what they needed to do. Good stuff. Oh, and they've got them on the wall. Can they get away? Trying to self-right here. This has been back and forward. This is what we wanted to see. Oh, and the axe. Oh, dear. I was going to say the axe has self-righted them, but it hasn't. Self-righted into the corner, and Bash now on top. Bash, certainly an unassuming robot, but has done the damage here so far in this heat. Back onto their wheels again. This is the closest fight we've had for a while. As they spin round, and, well, it's gone one way, then it's gone the other, and another spin. Bash comes in again. The axe swings down. This is a great fight. Legion doing all the work. Again with that pickaxe, trying to come in on the attack. Can they do any damage, though? Still pushing towards the arena side, or if it goes on much longer, we could have a judge's decision for the first time in this series. It would be great stuff to see the judges finally get involved. Another slam in there and pushed onto their backs. Now, can they self-right from there? It's up and over. It's pushed onto the arena sidewall. Can they self-right? Legion in all sorts of trouble here. Have they run out of CO2? The flipper's come off. Legion's flipper has come off. They're in all sorts of trouble. They need to try and get out of there. The flipper has come off of Legion. They're trying to come out of the corner. Can they do anything? I don't think they can. I think they may be finished here. And flips up in the same place Spirit of Freak was killed. And Bash is the last robot to advance to the grand final. Next time on Layout 123 presents Robot Wars, it's the grand final, and we have a battle to the death with 6 robots competing for a bit of fun, and that's before we crown the new champion of Robot Wars Series 1.